season is pretty much over for me. It's not quite, but it's almost. And I didn't catch much this year, but hopefully I'll get something. But anyway, I figured on just sharing with you some traps that I learned when I was about 11 years old that Joey Clonts and I used to make all the time. But unfortunately, you can't trap with them. They're pretty much just used for survival. The Indians used to use them all the time, but I thought that was pretty cool. And anyway, I'm going to show you one of the simplest ones that I know on a snare trap, where it's actually kind of spring powered. And let's get started. So this trap you can pretty much set anywhere, and as long as you have a tree nearby with a limb, you can set anywhere. Well, first thing you're going to want to have is a stick, kind of like this. It has a kind of a notch right in there, and you're going to drive this side into the ground. Second thing you're going to need is another stick about a foot long. Then some string. You want to get some string. Paracord's very nice. I like to use paracord because you can always make it smaller and take out the little white fibers inside. And some more sticks. They're all straight, doesn't worry. I'll explain later. So I'm gonna get a spot for all these, figure out what trail's good for like rabbits or such. You can also use bait on this trap, and I'm gonna start making it. So I'm figuring just sitting it right here. Got a limb right up there on that tree. Oh no, yeah, there it is on that tree, and I'm just gonna set my camera down right here, and at the base of this tree I'm gonna set this trap. So I'm gonna drive my Y stake. Call it my Y stake, I don't know why. About right there. And my about 14-inch long stake, about 14 inches from the Y stake. And what you want to use is get a small piece like this, just about 2 inches or just an inch or so, or a small stone, and just place it right there in between those two sticks. We'll lift this up just a bit. Alright, so I'm going to get my string, throw it over that limb, and bring the other side down here. You want to make sure it pulls nice. So you got two strings coming down like this. Now I've got these two sticks right there with a small stick in the middle. Got my string here. And I'm going to take one end and tie this huge log. All it weighs about 40 pounds. Not too much, but 40-pound log on the other end of it. I'm going to try a slip knot just to make it a bit. I'm going to tie a slip knot just to make it so it doesn't slip. So the log doesn't slip out of it. Alright, good. I'm going to pull this other side up here. Alright, so that log's up there. Pretty good. There's actually not that much tension on here. I can pull with 2 fingers, as you can see. But the amount of pressure that comes off that is significant. find my other stick I had here. Don't let go, otherwise it's gonna smash me in the head. Yep, right here. And on this end right here, I'm gonna take this string without letting all that pressure loose, wrap that around, and tie a knot. String tangle. Then you want to take your other spot, your other stick right here, place it on that small stick you had in between those two, and just have it right there. Okay. Now the tricky part is cutting this. Now you want to have your sharpest knife with you, so you don't have that much tension on here where you pull, otherwise that thing's gonna smash you. Trust me, I've smashed myself before. It is not fun. Okay. Cutting through all those fibers, you really need a sharp knife. Alright, for your second step, you're going to want to tie these two together. Now, you want to tie this to here. Make sure it's kind of tight, but not tight enough. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo this, slowly let this down, and then tie it so I can measure, so I don't do it the dangerous way and crush myself. Okay, now that I got that there, I'm going to measure with the string. I'm actually going to pre-cut it. Just tie it around, just the center of it. Center of it's good. Now this actually does help with this. I just thought of this. Taking out your fibers. Now you get smaller string to deal with, and it's a lot more effective on the trap. The good thing about paracord is you can get all these extra fibers and make a lot more traps with just a small amount of paracord. Now I've seen paracord with like fire starter wax stuff. I think that's just kind of weird, but that also is very, very helpful in situations. That. Cut that off. Now I've got some paracord left, and it's time to make the noose. So get some tying last right there, right here. And right there. You just want enough to cover that full square.
Now paracord is kind of hard to work with. Fibers are really good for sewing, fishing, you name it. Paracord is a bit too thick for nooses. Just gonna tie a knot. Tie kind of a loop right there, slip it through so it's a slide right there. Have that connect to the other spare stick, which I'm gonna bring down.
Lift that log all the way up there to that limb.
And then before you set the trap, you're going to want to tie, probably should have done this before I even lifted up the log. Just tie your noose to the string. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Alright, now that I got all tied up, I have right here, set it right on my stick. Hold on and set it right in that small stick right there, like that. And you want to make sure this small little string is tight, and you have your noose right here. Small little slip knot. I want to just set it right there. I'm sure some of you guys are really good snares out there, but I'm not allowed to do that in here in Illinois. Alright, just cut a little notch in there so I can get some little bit of slack for this noose. Right there. And so, I'm going to back up my camera real quick and then I'm going to set it off. Hopefully I don't get smashed. I'm going to use a stick instead of my arm like I normally do. So I've got it all set up. Usually you're going to have some bait right here. Usually you're going to have some bait right on that small string. Get myself a log. That is going to come down real fast. I'm going to get this log, touch that string, set it on that string, and there it is. That's stuck and it's not going anywhere. That can hold up to a coyote, maybe even bobcat.
Well folks, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. And we'll see you next time for more. And if you have any suggestions on any more traps you'd like me to make, please comment and let me know. I do have a bow trap that I'd like to show you later on, so stay tuned.